Hi, this is Sue Shields with My Florida Dreams. I'm here today with Dan Clark. He's in My Florida Dreams South. And we wanted to talk to you a little bit today about how you can live here economically and retire on your fixed budget. Mostly what we want to tell you about is lot rent. So, Dan?
Lot rent, I've done this started doing this back in 03, 04. Lot rents, they've increased, but so have the prices of homes, so is everything, milk, bread, everything's gone up. So with that going up, everybody's on a budget. I don't care if you're a millionaire, I don't care if you've got $1,000 income. Everybody's got a budget today. And you can live here in Florida on a budget. We moved down in 2004. We were looking for a home, not a rich man. I'm not independently wealthy, but I'm not hard up either. But still, I don't have that big budget. I'm not that millionaire guy that can buy that $500,000 home, pay those $4,000 or $5,000 taxes and everything else that goes with that, the pool guy, mow the lawns and everything else. So my dad's a banker, retired banker. He taught me many, many years ago, the old Ben Franklin T-bar graph. Do your positives, do your negatives. And always the negative that we used to get, I want to own my own land. I was in the car business for 30 plus years, and when leasing came out, I got to own my own car. I can't lease it. But you can afford a newer and better car if you lease it, and it's less money than if you own it. So there's a lot of things that I finally took on the leasing, and leasing a car and leasing land, it's the same thing. You can afford, number one, your money going into one of these mobile homes is a lot less than the $500,000 average brick and mortar home today. We've got homes from $50,000 to $150,000. So your upfront money, number one, is less money. So there's less money's over here, more money on the home side. Owning versus leasing. If you're going to own a mobile home, you're going to pay an extra $100,000 for a postage stamp of land. That's just what it is. It's $80,000 to $150,000. And guess what? You still don't get to run the park. You still don't get to make the rules and regulations because you may own that piece of land, and that's all you get to say. And if you're going to be here, and most of the people coming down here, I'm 62. A lot of these people we're selling to are in their 60s and 70s. And I look at them and I say, and this is probably mean, but how many years have you got left on God's green earth? You know, if you've got 7, 8, 9, 10 years, if you're coming down here and you're 60, 70 years old, you probably only got, 10, 15 years? Let's be realistic. And, if you're going to pay $500,000 or pay an extra $100,000 for that $100,000 will pay a heck of a lot of lot rent. We're sitting in my mobile home here today, which survived Hurricane Ian, by the way, and I'm paying $11.42 a month lot rent. That includes my taxes, which are $122 and change. That's the pass-through taxes. It cost me a couple hundred a month, $200 or $300 a month for my utilities. So $200 or $300 a month for utilities, my $11.42. I'm paying less than $1,500 a month to live here in paradise. I had a guy tell me, well, I can go get a mortgage for $1,500 a month. And I said, do you realize you're going to spend $500,000 to say that? And then you're going to pay the pool guy, then you're going to pay the lawn guy, and you don't have the amenities and the activities and all that goes around and all the stuff that you want that goes along with that, like we have here in Bay Indies where we are now. Pete and Sue are Old Colony Cove people. There's a lot of communities that we sell in that those lot rents are anywhere from $800 to $1,200 to $1,300 a month. And I know when somebody says that, you go, whoa, but shop and do the math. If you're going to go buy something, you're going to pay $500,000 for a home, or you're going to pay $1,600 to $2,000 a month for a rent. And guess what? You don't own that, and you're still paying utilities. You may not be mowing the lawn, but you got somebody up above you. You got somebody on both end walls, and you probably got somebody below you. I don't have anybody on that wall. I don't have any on that. I don't have anybody up there or down there. It's my home. I do own it. I do not own the ground it's sitting on, but it cost me $11.42 a month, and I don't know how you can beat that.
Well, I don't know either, because if you think about it, if you're going to spend $500,000 for a home, but you can buy one of these for $150,000, that's going to leave you a lot of cash in between there for some traveling, tips, your hobbies, whatever it is that you
help
like
the
to
grandkids, do whatever you want to do. Exactly.
Right.
And it leaves money in the bank. We've actually had people that have come in and have sold their homes for $300,000 or $400,000 when the market went up. Now I think the average home is tipped $500,000 here in Sarasota County now, I believe. I haven't seen those numbers, but when they were $300,000 or $400,000, they'd sell their home for $300,000 or $400,000. Come in, buy something for $100,000. They put $250,000 in the bank. $250,000 will pay lot rent longer than they're ever going to live.
Right.
And again, yeah, $1,500 a month to live here in paradise and swim on the beaches and eat the restaurants at the millionaires and billionaires. How do you beat it?
You don't.
You don't.
Thank you, Dan.
You're welcome.
Thank you for watching. This is Sue Shields with My Florida Dreams. Have a great day.